Hey guys, it's Miss Ray, and I'm actually here with a couple of viewer questions because apparently some people want to know about me, so I am more than happy to share myself. So, um, yeah, so let's get to the first question, I guess. All right, this first one is from Diva. Okay, Diva. Okay, DY. All right, Diva 214. She asked, "How do you start rapping?" Well, Diva, um, the short answer is poetry. Like I've always written poetry since I was a very small child, and um, that just seemed like the next natural progression was to move into music. But even more than that, I had a lot of friends, who are rappers and have put out, mixtapes and done performances and things like that. And they have really been pushing me, really for about 3 years, they've been pushing me to start rapping. So I don't know. One day I finally took them up on their offer, and here I am now. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is from Jock Minot. He says, "How do you describe your rap persona?" Um, that's a really good question. Um, a lot of times, I know it's gonna sound a little weird, but a lot of times I try to, I guess, say that I'm a hip hop housewife, if you will. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I am not married. Nor am I distinctively hip hop. But it's kind of that cross, that meeting between, you know, the very proper girl that I am, and very respectful of authority, and very nice and loving and kind on one end, you know, and then there's this whole other extreme, and it's screw authority. It's kind of pushing back against everything that the nice girl stands for. I guess I'm really I guess my rap persona is kind of two-faced, I guess. You know, it must be the Catholic schoolgirl syndrome, maybe, where it's like, you have this whole appreciation for authority, but every chance that you get, you're gonna kick back at it, you're gonna stab back at it. You know, it's very two-sided, because I have a lot of songs that are very, violent and very, against everything, and kind of like, I'm gonna make my own way, and it doesn't matter what society says kind of attitude, you know. And then there's, the very kind, the very loving side, the very don't forget that I'm still a woman. So I'm not sure if that exactly wraps up what you want me to get at, but I think that kind of sums up my rap persona, as best as I possibly can. Let's go on to the next question. This one is from Cam Flash, 1322. Okay. He says, "Who influences you?" Um, I'm gonna take a stab and say that you mean musically, like, so. Oh man, I think that some of my influences are actually like Eminem, who, again, with a lot of my more violent lyrics, I immediately kind of, I guess, channel him a little bit, and, kind of go in that direction, because I want to say something. My goal is to say something that is going to shock you, because I want men to realize that women have thoughts just as bad as they do, or even worse. Like, don't underestimate us, guys. Okay, we are a force to be reckoned with. If you didn't know, now you certainly do. Okay. But yes, so Eminem is definitely a big influence. Of course, Lil Wayne, Drake, that whole Young Money camp, because their work ethic is just so bam, 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 bam. That it's off the chain. It's ridiculous. Let me see who else. Lil Kim was my idol growing up. I mean, I know that sounds bad, but when I was in the sixth grade, I kicked one of her verses. What was it? Oh my God, what was it to? It was another by Biggie, and it was Kim and Biggie on this track, and it was like remember when you said you would die for me? Shit, all of that was just lies to me. Motherfucker should have never said bye to me. Now you cry for me like joke the sea. It's like that, y'all. Oh my gosh, I kicked that whole verse. Okay, when I was in the fifth grade, it was the fifth grade, and it was to this guy that I like really wanted to mess with, and he kind of was trying to hook up with my friends. So I straight, kicked this word to him at recess, and I walked back inside. I cut recess short because I didn't even want to see him. I didn't even want to deal with him. Like, and I was so deep into her, and she was so like deep into me, that it was crazy. So, yeah, Eminem, Lil Kim, huge influences on me. But as far as some other people, I guess like I mean, of course, even though it's rap that I'm doing, Jill Scott is a huge influence on me. Just like her soulfulness, her getting down to the raw of the emotion, and then also changing where she goes with it. Changing how the end of the song, can go. Like I don't know, but those are some of the people that definitely influenced me. If I'm not forgetting anybody too huge right now, I will get back to you. Okay, so I guess we got another one. All right, this one is from Jinx. It says, "Who do you admire?" Um, wow, yeah, I guess really that list might be the same as the people that influenced me. Because again, like Kim is a big influence, Eminem is a big influence. Like they are, kind of like as far as current like recent examples, so those people are definitely like you know um very much big to me. But as far as where you can go in the game, of course, again, like Drake, how can you not admire like what he's accomplished and what he's done? You know what I'm saying? On the same token, of course, you know, Diddy and Wayne have their empires. You know what I'm saying? I admire the empire. Okay, that's what I want to have. Because if I come up, like, promise, it will be, there will be a clothing line. There will, be, poetry series. Like we will start that poetry, like, and get that going. You know what I'm saying? Like Russell, okay. It will be bankrolled, is what I'm saying. There's no stop in production. Like, there will be an explosion of just like so much production and activity, and I have so many ideas that I want to get out, and I cannot wait to do it. You know what I'm saying? I really can't wait. So I hope you guys are ready because I'm like off the chain right now. Okay, for real. All right, we got another one. All right, this is all right. Random. This is from Mike Tosh. He says, "Can we hear one of your new poems?" Oh, okay. Yeah, sweet. All right. If lucky I have my book nearby. Um, all right. I'm not gonna read anything like extra long. Because I am known for getting kind of lengthy. With everything that almost everything that I do. So I'm going to hmm, okay. Okay, cool. Um, I was looking for something like really, really short and sweet. Oh, okay. Actually, all right. This is not a poem. I know you're gonna be blown. I'm gonna find one in this book, but while I'm looking for it, that's this is a verse that I was supposed to do to Haya, and I never did it, and I hope that you will enjoy it. In replacement for the short poem that I should have probably looked up before I started this video. Um, so, alright. Okay, let's take them back to school. Make these methods up the street. Switching down the hallway, it's my runway in these Jimmy Choos. Stop like pancakes to these hungry niggas. They just wanna eat me up with some butter and some silver, but no need though. I'm sweet enough, don't need no additives unless you add into my network something in the millions. Cause just like Aaliyah, I'm that one in the million that will stay right by your side, ride or die. So the end. You won't find another whose loyalty as deep as mine. And if you press your time, I promise make it worth your while. If you stay with me, then we can make it think of while. Hey, we could take our time. I don't know. So random. Sounds way more better with the beat, probably. um. Oh, alright. I did find a poem. I promised you that I would, and I did. It's right here. It's right here, proof. This is called Long Distance. I wish you could kiss me through the phone. Put those lips to the receiver so that they can travel the miles between us just in time to lay softly against mine, as if time and space weren't factors at all. I wish your tongue could travel through the telephone line, tickling my cheek at the very moment I say hello, giving forth a giggle that lets you know you excite me. I wish that our dreamscapes could connect us in a dream state where I don't have to see you every day because I see you every night. I wish we were a ball of twine so that our feelings might intertwine with our legs, arms, fingers, body, soul, and mind. What I'm trying to say is that I want to intermingle with you. I want to experiment with you, put our hearts in the test tubes and see if we can't create something better than our love. I want to experience a life with you. Hearts once plain dead, now reborn, so every experience is a first. I just want to be around you. But this distance makes it impossible for me to kiss those sweet lips at the end of a long day. You're the perfect fairy tale to lull me to sleep. But these miles keep my mind awake at night, and honestly, since you left my bed, I couldn't sleep. So my mind keeps racing, thinking of innovative ways to be close to you. But I'm so far from you. I can't take this long distance anymore. Okay. Alright. So those are all of the questions that I have for today, guys. I hope I've bored you for long enough. Definitely please, if you have any more questions, please comment. You can just, I guess, comment your questions or, inbox me, as they have been doing. And yeah, just, Facebook me, whatever. Please let me know because I'm more than happy to share my point of view with you. All right, guys. Thanks so much.